Not a single student remember?
We have completed till the direct conversions.
Okay, fine. That means this direct two's complement is pending. Everyone?
Yes, ma'am, it's fine.
Okay, fine. Let's concentrate over here. Now see, this is just for your understanding purpose. We all are knowing how to compute two's complement, right? Two's complement is nothing but one's complement, and in that we need to add plus one. This is how you can find out two's complement. But here is one direct trick using which you can find out two's complement. So concentrate here. What you need to do, see, this is your question, right? Please concentrate here. To find out direct two's complement, you need to start from this location, ending location, okay? You need to start from this location. What you need to see till you are not getting one in the picture. One more time, you need to start with this location and so on. You need to check or you need to write down every value as it is until you are not getting first one. Okay, including that one also, that first one also you need to write down as it is. But after that first one, whatever is the pending data that you need to write down in the one's complement. Okay, one more time. You need to start with this last location until you are not getting first one in your data or in your question. Everything you need to write down as it is. Suppose 0 then 0, 1 then 1. But after that first one, whatever is there, that you need to write down as a one's complement. Okay, this statement is clear. Let me solve it out here. See, what is the first value? First value is 1. So as per our instruction, first one we need to write down as it is. Even suppose here it is 0, 0, then that 0, 0 is also we need to write down as it is. We are only concerned about this first one. So first one we need to write down as it is. After that, whatever is the pending value, that we need to write down as a one's complement. So like here it is 1 and 1 can be converted into 0. Before that we are having 0 0. So it is treated as a 1 1. Before that we are having 1 1. So that is like 0 0. Before that we are having 0. That is like 1. And before that we are having 1. So that is 0. Okay. Let me take two, three more examples. See, this example. Again, we need to start with this last location and until we are not getting first one, everything we need to write down as it is, including this one also, right? So 0 as it is, 0 as it is, and this 1 as it is. After that, whatever is the pending, that you need to write down as a one's complement, right? So see here, before this one, we are having 0. So 0 can be treated as 1. Before that 0, we are having 1. So 1 can be treated as 0. Previously that we are having 2 0. So that is like 1 1. Before that we are having 2 1. So that is like 0 0. Before that we are having 3 0. So that is like 1 1 1. And then before that we are having 1, that is 0. So this is clear. Everyone getting idea how it is going to be solved? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me do one more for this type of data. Again, approach will remain same. You need to start with this. So first one as it is. Before that, whatever is the data that you need to convert it in your one's complement. So 0 का 1 उसके पहले रेडिक्स इसके पहले 2 0, before that 1, and before that 0. So everyone getting each variable? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So try to solve these two examples by your own and let me know what answer you are getting each time. Uday, let me verify. 440101. Yes, it is correct. Good. 00101. Okay. You have to prepare this document. Correct. Everyone, what about other students? Please join on time. Each and every level instruction you to join on time. What about other students? Your topic is online auction system, right? Okay. Yes. Fine. If everyone getting C, then it is fine. Okay, so after that, the next topic that you need to see is negative number representation. So see, we all are knowing in decimal it is very direct. Directly we will use sign and that will indicate the negative number. But what if we need to use the same things to represent negative binary numbers? So for that we are having three ways. Like first way is sign magnitude, second is one's complement, and third one is the two's complement. So using these three ways, you can represent any negative number. Okay. So suppose let's see one by one. The sign magnitude, what you need to do. See, if you are going to use sign magnitude, that means you need to use first bit like this to represent your sign, whether your number is negative or positive. Suppose your number is positive, first bit you can use as a 0. Suppose your number is negative, first bit you need to write down that is 1. So here in a sign bit, suppose your value is having 3 bit, then actually you need to use 4 bit. Why? Because first bit is used to represent the sign. So your actual number is having 3 bit only, right? But first bit you need to use just to allocate the sign. So that is in case of sign magnitude. So see here MSB, that means most significant bit, that is nothing but our this first bit. Okay, if that particular MSB is called as a sign bit. Now if a particular bit value is 0, so 0 is indicate positive number, and if it is 1, that means it is indicate negative number, right? So for example, we are having some data like this, and you have been told that the particular number is used sign magnitude representation. So what you need to interpret from it, suppose this is the number, then you just need to uh, ignore this one, and you need to find out binary of this 3 bit. So we all are knowing 001 matlab ki it is 1. After that, suppose here 1, that means you are talking about -1. Suppose first value is 0, that means you are talking about +1, +1. Same way, see, you can verify your content over here. The first bit is 0, that means positive. First bit is negative, that means negative. And for this remaining bits, you can find out its equivalent decimal, and that will represent your number. But this you can use in case of sign magnitude only. Suppose in every other number, if first number is 0 and second number is 1, that doesn't mean the particular number is positive, right? Even these are the numbers, so it doesn't mean this every number are negative number. No, it may not be possible. If we are using sign bit representation, sign magnitude representation, then your MS means represent whether a particular number is positive or negative. So this first way is clear, students? Any query in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine, good. Okay. After that, second way is one's complement. So see, we all are knowing how to compute this one's complement, right? So that will not discuss. So suppose you have been told to represent negative number using one's complement. Suppose question is like represent -3 using one's complement. Then what you need to do? First you need to find out binary value for this 3. So we all are knowing 3 is nothing but 0, 1, 1. Yes or no? Right. And suppose we want to represent -3, then what we need to do? We need to find out its one's complement. So one's complement of 001 is nothing but the 102. That's it. Everyone getting how we find out this thing? -3.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
good. So as simple as that we need to use. Nothing else.
Where is Ruchita and Dara? Why people are not answering? Have you completed this or not?
Right. And same way, same trick we need to follow in case of two's complement. Even we can represent negative number using two's complement. So in that case, what we need to understand? Suppose same question given to us. Represent -5 using two's complement. And first we need to identify binary of 5. And then for this value we need to identify two's complement. So we all are knowing to find out direct 2's complement, we need to start with this. 1 is as it is. After that, whatever is the value, we need to write down its 1's complement. So that is 1, 0, 1. As simple as that. Yes? That is clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good, good. Now, this is how we can represent negative number, right? Now, just for your information, suppose using sign bit, we are knowing, right? First bit we need to just kept or just reserve to represent the sign. Suppose it is positive, then 0, negative, then 1. So how we had fixed here that 6 is required 4 bit. So that 4 bit is nothing but internally we need to arrange like this. For 4 bit, 0 bit is represent 2 raised to 0. First bit represent 2 raised to 1. Second represent 2 raised to 2. And third represent 2 raised to 3. So we all are knowing to represent 6. We simply require these two combinations. 4 plus 6 plus 2 will give us 6. Only this 2 digit we need to make it as a 1 1 and rest of the values are 0 0. Now it will represent negative 6 and this value also we need to change but we not required to consider it in the conversion like from binary to decimal, okay? In same way if our number is 5 bit length and it is again this many bit representation 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3 and 2 raised to 4. So for 7 we can do combination of this 3. 4 plus 2 plus 1 will give us 7. But if it is negative 7 then first bit we need to use as a 1. That's it. So everyone, this is clear.
The last 5 minutes we complete this. And Rutika and Janvi, if you want to continue here in this class, then you have to give me name.
This is clear, students. Shall we start next topic? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see, the next small topic is again complement of numbers. So how we are able to find out the complement? So see, for complement, actually we can use two types of complement. One is r minus 1's complement and one is r's complement. Where r is nothing but you can consider as a base value. Okay. So suppose r minus 1 whenever you are finding, that is nothing like but it is look like 1's complement. Where r's complement is like first you need to find out r minus 1 and into that you need to add plus 1 which will give you r's complement. So very minor difference and very easy. See, first we'll see r minus 1. So suppose we want to find out ninth complement of 835. Then what we need to do? Simply this each digit we need to subtract from this 9. So 999 subtract 835 from this. So whatever you are getting that is called as a r minus 1 complement. And same way if you want to perform r's complement, so that is nothing but the r minus 1 complement plus 1. So we all are knowing, suppose for 835 we need to find out 10th complement. So we cannot directly subtract like 10 minus 8, 10 minus 3, 10 minus 5. But what we need to follow? We need to follow r minus 1 plus 1. So here r is equal to 10. Okay. So 10 minus 1 will give us 9 complement. Yes or no? This you are able to get? Yes, or should I repeat? Any query in this, students?
Yes, ma'am. Can you please repeat?
Sure. See, r minus 1, that means very simple. Whatever is still told to you, like find out ninth complement. So simply from 9 you need to subtract. Suppose it is told like find out eighth complement. Then what you need to do, you need to subtract your data from APT. Okay, as simple as that. But suppose using r minus 1, if you're told to find out eighth complement, then first your number you need to subtract from 777, and whatever answer you are getting, on that you need to add plus 1. Then after you are getting r's complement. See, this is r minus 1 and we need to find out ninth complement. So from 999 we are subtracting our number, right, and we are getting 164. This is simple subtraction. Okay, so this is our answer, right? Now suppose we need to find out r's complement. Then what we need to do, first we need to identify r minus 1, and whatever answer we are getting for r minus 1, on that we need to add plus 1. Let's suppose for this 835, we have been told to find out 10th complement. So if 10th complement, we want to find out using r's complement. So for that, first we need to identify r minus 1. So r minus 1, that means 10 minus 1 will give us 9th complement. So first we'll find out 9th complement. How we can find out? Subtract value from 999, right? So 835 we are subtracting from 999 and we are getting 164. And on that we are adding plus 2 plus 1 just to convert it in a r's complement. So right, so 164 plus 1 will give us 165, and that is nothing but your r's complement. Your doubt is clear, Ravi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here I have taken 2-3 examples. You can verify along with me.
Okay, everyone completed. This is the last time. Each and everyone present over here has to answer in yes or no. If you
Any query in this?
no, then write no. I want to move with the next
No, ma'am.
chapter. Next section.
Okay. Fine. So now next and last in this tutorial is number representation. Now we had seen how we can convert one number into another case, as well as negative number representation, as well as how we can directly find out two's complement, how we'll convert or directly find out octal or hexadecimal of any number. That all thing we had seen, right? Now after that, this last topic is how any number can be represented. So see, number can be represented in two ways. One is fixed point representation. Second one is floating point. So as name suggests, in a fixed point you cannot use variable length, right? Why? Because in a fixed point we are having fixed bit length. So if your number belongs to that particular length, then and then you can accept, otherwise no. So for example, as we all are knowing, this is our number representation in a fixed point. Like first bit is represent sign bit in case of sign magnitude. Before radix, whatever is the part that is called as a integer, and after this radix, whatever is the part that is called as a floating point. Now, suppose we have been told that use 5-bit length to represent the number. So we all are knowing from 5-bit first 1 bit we require for this sign. So ultimately we are having only 4 bit. So using that 4 bit, how many total value we can represent? Is this the answer? Yes or no? Suppose minimum value using 4 bit we can write down this thing, and maximum value using 4 bit we can represent plus, or you can say positive 99.99, not more than that. Otherwise you are not having fixed point length. Everyone getting this idea?
Yes, ma'am.
This okay, fine. So this is the answer, right? Now same way if we want to use this floating point, and in floating point you need to remember this formula. Integer is equal to 0.m, where m is nothing but the mantissa, into whatever is the base value with power exponent. So suppose you are having this value, right? So in this value, this negative sign represent the sign. This 49 represent the exponent part. This is called as exponent, and this 99 called as a mantissa. This you need to remember in case of floating point. This is sign, 49 called as a exponent, and 99 called as a mantissa. Okay? So to represent this particular number using floating point, just write down like this 0 as it is mantissa. So we all are knowing 49 is the, sorry, is 99 is the mantissa. So 0.99 into base. So we all are knowing this particular value belong to the decimal value. So base value is same, that is 10, and 10 to the power, what we need to use as a power? Exponent. So here exponent is nothing but the 49. So everyone getting how we had converted this one? Please do reply.
No, ma'am.
See, simply for any number, right? This is one number. You need to remember whatever is this portion, like before radix, that is called as an exponent. Whatever is the portion after radix, that is called as a mantissa. Now you are having exponent, you are having mantissa. So definitely you can use this formula. Formula is nothing but 0 mantissa into base raised to exponent. Suppose we are having one more example like, and how you can represent 0.m, where m is mantissa and here mantissa is after point. So 133 into what is the base value? Let's assume particular value is in a decimal form. So 10 raised to mantissa. So here mantissa is 1 to 2. So using floating point for this 7-bit digit length, you can use this many combinations, right? So in a fixed point, we are having very minimal range like this, 0.99 to plus 99. But here, even the particular number is 5-bit length, it is having like this much bit length to represent all the numbers having 4-bit length. Everyone getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See here, I have taken one more example. One 34.23. Any query in this? So now here we are ending with tutorial 1. Now what you need to do? Please open your e-content. In your e-content I had uploaded tutorial 1 question that will look like this. See. Okay, very small tutorial because for tutorial 1 we had covered so many things, but everything you cannot write as a part of tutorial 1. So I had simple write down some of the questions that you can attend for tutorial 1. So now what is your task? You can just open that Word file. In the same Word file you can start computing the answer. You are not required to write down in a book or paper, right? But just don't write direct answer. One more time, don't write direct answer. Every steps you need to perform here, as I was doing, right? To convert decimal to binary, this number we need to divide using 2. Whatever is the remainder, store that value and write it down. And in the next lab, I will tell you where to upload this. So everyone clear? You can find out this document on COA lab module in your e-content. I uploaded syllabus, lab manual, then soft copy of our Morris Manu book, as well as yes, that's it. So download tutorial 1 from there and start preparing it right now. Everyone getting idea?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see here you need to represent number using one's complements. I know to generate one's complement you are not having any step, but here first you need to write down a binary for positive 7, and then that binary you need to convert it in a one's complement. No direct answer. Okay, start preparing.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, tutorial 1 is not in Word file, it is in PDF form.
Okay, then no issue. Try to convert it in a Word file. It will easily convert because I had not used any diagram or anything else. Just simple data.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Mhm.
And ma'am, we have to directly write in the soft copy of the Word document. No, we have to show any calculations for that.
Calculation, I didn't get. I mean, what type of calculation you are asking?
Ma'am, for example, first question is convert decimal to binary. So somewhat we when we did the examples, we did the in the calculation form. So
Yes,
we have to directly
definitely
write
you
the.
need to show that calculation. That what I had said you just 1 minute before. Every calculation you need to show because otherwise this directly you can Google it out and you are getting answer.
Okay, ma'am.
Uh-huh. So yes, student, anyone who has completed this documentation part? So no issue, you can take your time. Meanwhile, just write down your enrollment number in the chat box, everyone.